Hello, it's your boy Theo here. And today we're talking about what does health or being healthy really mean. So first of all, the World Health Organization defines health as complete physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So you see there, since we include, I think all of us including good health, that not only physical health but mental health and social well-being, as it said. So the question is, can you have good health while only doing like the textbook healthy option, like only having healthy foods every day, never drinking a drop of alcohol, only working out in a way that promotes good health? And I've concluded that you really can't. I've changed the number around a lot, but basically what I promote is the 97% lifestyle, or you could say the 95 or the 99 if you want to. It doesn't matter. Basically it means that the overwhelming majority of the time you do the textbook healthy option. Because if you do the textbook healthy option 100% of the time, you're going to be miserable. And as we've stated, being healthy includes having good mental health. So this is not me saying that you should go and do whatever you want that makes you feel good, but that you don't have to be a perfectionist. You don't have to be scared to go outside the textbook healthy thing all the time. So I'm going to give you some examples of things that could be considered unhealthy, but if you view it in this way, it could be healthy too. So the first one is beer. Beer, if you ask anyone, is beer healthy? I mean, everyone is going to say no. But let's say we have one guy here, like a pretty average guy, office job, stressed out from it like everyone is. Maybe he works out on average twice per week, and it's not really a good structure to it, but when he gets to the gym, he puts in good effort, gets some exercise, but he's still really stressed out. So the question here is, if he once per week went to an after-work thing with his colleagues and had a couple of beers and talked and laughed with his friends, would that be unhealthy for him? Or would the net effect of just getting a little relaxed from the beer and being in good company, talking, having fun, couldn't the de-stress effect from those two beers and this situation trump the unhealthiness of the beer, right? You see what I mean? And then maybe if he starts having more beers on the afterwork, he starts drinking 4 or 5 beers, maybe then we've turned back to it being unhealthy. Do you see there? Something that's unhealthy on the surface or in a vacuum, when you just ask, is beer unhealthy, could be healthy in that way, that it makes him feel good mentally and relaxed and forget about all the stresses of his life. So for the next example, we have snus, the Swedish tobacco I have right here. I am a user of this, and I've been having this fight in my head if I should quit it or not, because tobacco is not healthy. So let's not get too deep into snus. Just know that it's a lot less hazardous than smoking. Still not good for you, but smokers will notice like how badly the cigarettes affect them, and I don't really notice anything from this except for the fact that I'm very addicted to it, and I don't like that. I don't like that when I'm running out, I immediately start planning when and where I'm getting new. So I've been thinking a lot about if I should try to quit or not. But the fact is, I'm a nationalist, and snus is like one of the first things all Swedes think about if you ask them what's typically Swedish. And I've liked it since the first time I tried it, and I think I would be miserable not having any of it. But what I should do though is probably lower my consumption, so I can, if I run out, I don't have to run to get new snus immediately. But you see my point here again, that basically maybe it isn't good for you using this, but maybe not for me now in the situation I'm in. Maybe it wouldn't be good for me to not use it at all either, So I'm sure people who don't use any nicotine won't buy that, but hopefully you get the principle that I'm trying to get across here. That stuff isn't always just healthy or unhealthy. It depends on context and amount and stuff like that. So another example, training. Like most people would benefit from exercising more. Most people would benefit from putting on more lean muscle mass, because more muscle mass is, to a point, it's basically the more muscle mass, the healthier. But say someone like me, I think it's a lot of fun lifting heavy and growing muscles as big as I can. And that's not necessarily the most healthy option. If you ask how should I train for longevity, to feel good, just to be healthy, you know, no one would say that, yeah, you need to try and grow your muscles as big as you possibly can. But for me, I would get bored if I didn't train that way, because I just love it. I love it. And I would be miserable just trying to train in the most textbook healthy way. So for me, it's healthy. This is the way I manage to train. I wouldn't be able to train. I would get bored and probably quit if I didn't train this way. And it makes me feel great in here. Challenging myself, getting stronger, growing both physically and mentally. And for someone else that doesn't really care about that, isn't too interested in lifting heavy or growing big muscles, that wouldn't be the healthiest option for them. Maybe for someone like that, the textbook healthy training style would be the best. So you see my point here. Once again, it isn't black or white. Something isn't healthy or unhealthy. It depends on context. And to figure this out for yourself, I mean, obviously you can't go like, yeah, I feel good when I eat candy, so it's good for me. Oh, lots of ice cream is good for me because I feel really good while I eat it. You know, you've got to be honest with yourself about these things. Always have this discussion with yourself. Am I doing the right thing now? Is this reasonable? I will say this too, that when you're in your fallen state, when you don't live a healthy lifestyle, then maybe you'll have to feel miserable for a while when you do the transition. Maybe you'll have to go through some suffering on the way. But when you've gotten into a more healthy lifestyle, you know, just keep it balanced, be honest with yourself, and you're gonna be healthy for the rest of your life. All right, if you found this helpful, please like, subscribe. I'm out.